Hi, come here for a moment. Let's sit down together, just the two of us. I know this is something you've probably wondered about. Why narcissists seem to lose their minds when you ignore them. Why silence feels more powerful than any words. Let's talk about it. Gently, quietly, but honestly. Because here's the truth. Narcissists aren't just annoyed when you ignore them. They're terrified. Not irritated, not confused, terrified. Let me explain why. When you ignore someone, you're not yelling, you're not defending yourself, you're not playing their game, you're just gone. Emotionally, mentally, energetically, you've taken your attention and walked away. And that, to a narcissist, it's unbearable. Why? Because attention for them is everything. It's not just something they enjoy, it's something they need. You and I breathe oxygen, they breathe validation. And here's the strange part. It doesn't even have to be kind attention. You could argue with them, cry, accuse, and they'll still feel seen, still feel powerful, still feel like they matter. But silence? Silence is the one thing they can't control. And narcissists need control like they need air. You see, they don't have a solid sense of self. They build themselves out of your reactions. Your praise, your anger, your love, your pain. Everything they are is reflected through you. So when you ignore them, when you stop reacting, you remove their reflection, and they panic because suddenly they don't know who they are. They feel invisible, powerless, unimportant, and that's their deepest fear. Behind all the arrogance, all the charm, all the manipulation, there's something very fragile, a terrified little voice saying, if I'm not special, if I'm not seen, I'll be abandoned. That fear runs deep. So what do they do when you ignore them? They try to pull you back in, sometimes with rage, sometimes with guilt, sometimes with charm or fake vulnerability. But it's not about love. It's not about missing you. It's about control, about needing to feel real again. Because without your attention, they feel like they don't exist. I know, it sounds dramatic, but narcissism is dramatic. It's rooted in deep emotional injury, and they cover it with masks until someone like you stops playing along. And that silence, that peace you chose, it drives them mad, because now you hold the power, you've broken the pattern, and they hate that. So if you've ever wondered why ignoring them feels so explosive, now you know. It's not because they care the way you hoped. It's because they're losing their grip. You're no longer their mirror. You're no longer feeding their illusion, and that is their greatest fear. So don't second guess your silence. It's not cruelty, it's self-preservation. You're allowed to step away, to choose peace, to protect your energy. And I know it's not always easy. Sometimes that silence feels heavy, doesn't it? Like you're being cold or distant, but you're not. You're healing. You're remembering what it feels like to be seen for who you are, not who someone needed you to be. So take your time. You're doing better than you think. You're stronger than you feel, and I'm proud of you. Thanks for being here with me tonight. You're not alone. You're not too much. And you don't owe your light to someone who only wanted to control the switch. Sleep well or go live your day. You're free now, and that's beautiful.